Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your February 2021 horoscope. My name is Zara, and I'm going to be taking you through it. So Mars is going to be in your sign throughout the month, and you also have Uranus in your sign. That will be there for a couple of years. However, this energy, what does it really bring for you? So, Mars wants you to take action, and Uranus is basically there to enlighten you, make you aware, and want you to make changes, as well as it can surprise you. That's the thing about Uranus, it surprises us. Having this energy can make you feel impatient, almost like things are taking a while to come about. At the same time, it might also feel like a lot is happening at once, or there's a lot that you want to do, and that can feel frustrating. You might feel like there's a need for a push and a pull, like you need to push forward, but all these new ideas and all of this energy coming through, and how do you move forward? And it can make you feel both impatient and frustrated. Impatient and like there's a lot to handle, there's a lot to do. I want to transform, but how do I transform these things? How do I take a new way forward? How do I move forward in a new way? So be gentle with yourself during February, because there's a lot that you want to do. There's a lot that you want to implement, but take your time. Saturn is also squaring you. So Saturn's in Aquarius, so it's going to be squaring you, and it won't feel comfortable. There's a lot where you're in between the old and the new. The old and the new. The new things you want to do and the old things that you want to let go of. And whether it be relationships, love, personal aspects to yourself, because these energies are in your sign. So that's your house, it's within you. And that can make you feel uneasy. We also have Mercury retrograde also happening, and that will be in Aquarius in your 10th house. Now, Mercury retrograde is not the ideal to sign any new contracts, look through documentation, look through any proposals, look through anything that you're basically doing, because we can tend to not really grasp a contract or understand it fully, or not, there'll be something hidden, and only after the retrograde do we actually see the truth. So take your time with getting through documentation, things you're learning, anything like that. And after the 21st, then, but just during this month of February. Now, we have the Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and on the 2nd, Venus also joining your 10th house. There's a lot of energy within your 10th house. Now, the 10th house is where we basically present ourselves to the world. There's a lot of things that you want to do. There's a lot of things you want to, accomplish. There's a lot of things. And all that energy in the 10th house can feel overwhelming. And it can also feel like there's a lot of pressure, right? There's a lot of pressure with all of that energy. So when there's so much happening in one house with new things we want to create, new ventures we want to take, new opportunities, and this is because the 10th house has to do with career. So whether you are working, whether you're retired, whether you're thinking of, there's a hobby, I want to create this, all of these energies. And even retired, it's like, how do we put ourselves forward in the world? How do we connect to those that are within the world at large? We look to the opposite house now to find comfort, because we tend to neglect the opposite side, which is your 4th house of heart, home, and family. So this will be the energy where you would need to find soothing, healing, understanding, and basically maybe even moving things around in your home might give you that sense of internal peace with everything that's happening outside of yourself, with all those energies. Okay, so just remember that. And also on the 11th of February, there's a new moon happening, and that will also be happening in your 10th house. Can you understand how much of 10th house energy there is in the 10th house? Is the world. It's our career. It's how we work. It's what we put in. It's very grueling. The 10th house is that energy where we put in effort into something, whatever that may be that you want to do. It can even be a project. It's anything that you're putting in a lot of effort into, and there's a lot of pressure on that. So you're going to need to take time away from that in order to find some peace, soothing, comfort, looking for those that are close to you for that as well, because the 4th house is the home. It's the heart. It's the people that we hold within that space. And you don't want to neglect that, because you might just feel like you know, very exhausted from all those energies. Then on the 19th, the Sun will be joining Neptune in your 11th house. Yeah, you have the opportunity to network, visions, dreams, manifestation, make your dreams come true, and find people that are on the same wavelength as you. So the Sun 19th joining Neptune is in the 11th house, where you want to basically find people in the same wavelength as you, understanding. You're also networking, you have dreams and visions for the future. This is an ideal time to manifest, to have these new ideas formulate, and the Sun will be shining light there. Neptune will be basically giving you this vision, imagination, to basically have ideas that now you can see, this is how I can implement it. Then on the 27th, we have a full moon happening in your 5th house. Full moon in the 5th house. Now think about this for a hot minute. You've been so busy throughout the month with all this 10th house energy of all the planets focusing on this specific 10th house. That come towards the end of the month on the 27th, with the full moon happening in the 5th house. You might want to have a little fun. The full moon will basically shine light on, have you been working too hard? Have you been doing too much? It wants you to have fun. It wants you to romance yourself. It will want you to, feel romance. It will want you to create, to basically feel good. And the full moon is where we release. So you might not be feeling so good, in order to be like, this is what will make me feel good. This is what I need to do that will make me feel better. It's our inner child in the 5th house. That's why romance, that carefree young love, just finding the sparks kind of energy. Also, love can come in during this time. You might also have to work through if you're in a relationship, the full moon will be like, where have you been doing so much that you haven't really seen your relationship blossom during this time, and wanting to put in some energy there. Also, 5th house is great for creativity. So creative ideas. Excellent time for all that creativity and putting that energy towards everything you've been doing so long in the 10th house. You could use those creative ideas to actually assist you with your 10th house energy. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe to this video.